Hello, everybody. It's quite amazing to see so many people here today. It's really lovely, and also to find us all here in Borough Gardens as opposed to Buckidoo Square. Mentioning Buckidoo Square, I can remember in 2019 when I came one day to Bridport to go to the market, there were people handing out leaflets for Extinction Rebellion. Extinction Rebellion was just starting then, and there was a group starting in Bridport. It was a very vibrant group, and I was really, really pleased to join. The following week, after being handed the leaflet, we came back and we did a die-in. I'd never done a die-in before. That was quite amazing, and songs as well. So what I'm here to speak about is the why we're here. It's really, for me, it's about keeping supporting the people in Gaza. But I want to highlight the links between climate breakdown and the Israeli bombardment of Gaza and the Palestinians. The signs are all very, very clear. Back in November, at COP28, do you remember all these lovely COPs that we have, conference of parties? We're on number 28 now. It hasn't really done an enormous amount, but we still have these COPs. The president of Colombia, his name is Gustavo Petro, compared the genocide of Palestinians to climate change. He claimed that barbaric acts unleashed against the Palestinian people is what awaits those who are fleeing the global south because of climate crisis. He's adding the conflict is a rehearsal for the future. There's going to be millions of people on the move very, very soon because of climate breakdown. But at the moment, there are millions of people, hundreds of thousands of people, sadly, on the move in Gaza, and not through their own fault. It seems the future for Gaza is happening now. The strip is being bombed and stripped. Basic commodities, safe drinking water, aquifers are no longer safe. Desalination plants are being bombed and are disgusting, and they cannot be used anymore. Medical supplies are in very short supply. No food, very little, there's no clothes, there's no energy. So before this last invasion, the Palestinian people and the Gazans were able to provide about 60% of their energy from solar panels. They were becoming more and more independent from using everyday energy sources, but unfortunately that's all been bombed now. The economy was dependent on mostly small industries, textiles, we all wearing our keffiyehs, I hope, furniture, copperware and carpets, the agriculture, and the olive groves, and the fishing. It's all gone. It's all been destroyed. Staggeringly, planet warming emissions generated during the first 2 months of war, and I put war in inverted commas, in Gaza were greater than the annual carbon footprint of more than 20 of the world's most climate vulnerable nations. Please just let that sink in just for a second. The climate cost of the first 60 days of Israel's military response is equal to burning at least 150,000 tons of coal. Hamas, with their response, it was equal to 713 tons of CO2, which is equal to 300 tons of coal. Now, I'm not a great advocate of coal and oil and gas. I'd much prefer if we were moving to a sustainable situation. But this actually does tell us that we are headed for more of a climate breakdown. And let's be clear here that Israel will not escape the climate breakdown. It's already hitting over 1.5 degrees above pre-industrial levels in the very dry, arid summers. They have little rain in the winter, and it comes as a sudden downpour, and then it disappears. Anyway, enough of the stats. So I'm going back to Buckidoo Square now, where I was in April 19. And I went with Extinction Rebellion to the first rebellion up in London, and we took over Waterloo Bridge. It was, I'm sure there may be some of the people here today. There were hundreds of thousands of people shining a light on the climate crisis, and asking the government to do something about it. We will continue to hold these rallies. We will continue to go to London to support Gaza and the Palestinians and continue to shine a light on that plight, on their plight, the Gazans' plight, and to keep pushing this government to make a push for a permanent ceasefire. Sorry, I can't get my words out today. I would just ask everybody before I stop, please write to your MP. I don't know if your MP is Loader or... But just, I think if enough of us write and say that we want a permanent ceasefire, then he may start taking some notice. Thank you very much, everyone.